Hello, my freaky little darlings. Is YouTube acknowledging that we exist? It is looking quite promising. Sims 1. Is my mic on? That's the first. Yep, it does seem to be on. What is happening here? What the actual? That was random. Then we're gonna try and... So I am right now pulling up the chat on the phone. Because I don't have multiple screens, so I'm using multiple devices. It is important to be wild. And we are going to visit the Torture family. And Libertiine. And Niblim. Why did I name him Niblim? I'm sure I had some sort of reason for naming the poor dog Niblim. And YouTube just emailed me and said that I'm live. Thanks, YouTube, I noticed. Yes, show me the video. I want the chat. Oh, and now my mouse is doing that thing where it disconnects. Chaotic already. Let's see here. Oh, look at you, Michelle. You're number 1. Hello, Michelle. Happy Wednesday. I hope you shall get to remain number 1 for a bit this time. We'll see if Nina comes and just automatically knocks you off. I don't know why it tends to do that. YouTube prefers Nina for some reason. Or something. There we go. I do love that. Start with... Here we go. That's not right. That reminds me of every morning, not every morning, but a lot of mornings when I get to work, I try to type in stuff. And I'm like, some English person has used my computer. And then it just types gibberish. It is so funny, by the way, when our sort of tech expert helpers come over to help me with something. And then they discover that my keyboard is... the tech expert that sort of belongs with my team, he has figured out that the trick is to type absolutely no special characters, because if he sticks to the normal keyboard, it acts like a keyboard, and then the moment he tries to like put a question mark down, it's just everything goes wrong. Which is true, because the yes, Michelle, you are the best. And Libertine snores like a sailor. Goodness. Yeah, no, the thing with the Swedish keyboard is all the letters and the numbers are in the right place, but since we have 3 extra letters, all the special characters are just not where English people would assume they should be. And yeah, I have a special, I was getting frustrated and also were taking ages to type if I needed, say, an @ key. So, yeah, I got a special keyboard. I'm a little bit high maintenance, I suppose. So chat, how has your weeks been so far? What have you been up to? Is she in the shower water playing with the dog? Yes, she is. We are going to try and get this dog trained today. We are not even halfway there, and I don't know how many lives we've been doing this. Not that many in like a proper way, I feel like. We've been doing some random... Come on, Nibblim. It kind of feels like it's nibbling. As in nibbling, like taking a small bite, or nibbling, as in your siblings' kids. It's not either one of those words, it's just like taking letters from people's names. I do like Stra, she said in the understatement of the century. Oh, look at that. We're almost halfway in the training. Let's see. We need to water our plants. Excuse me, gnome. Oh, for goodness sake. Could we just... Thank you. Ever since Michael McIntyre rant about we should have a silent letter day, represented by the just can't say gnome normally. I just have this desire in the depths of my soul to say gnome. I think Space Invader walked by. Oh, they're playing catch. Why aren't you playing with my dog? Why is she not playing with her dog? Goodness sake, Sheer. I think that's Sheer. Fairly certain. I think Sheer is some type of greyhound. Oop. I'm gonna blame that movement on the Valkyrie. It wasn't the Valkyrie's fault, but I'm blaming her anyway. Yeah, and that dog is such an attention whore. The horror sounds? Yeah, of the snoring. Sims 1 was just a traumatizing thing to experience. We did it as kids, and I'm pretty sure that's why all millennials need therapy. I'm surrounded by Gen Zers at work, and sometimes I'm there like, oh come on, just do a stupid joke with me. Finally have another millennial that I work closely with at work, and we just, most of our relationship is just stupid millennial jokes that all the Gen Zs around us don't understand. And every so often we do a stupid millennial joke and one of the Gen Zers are like, worried about it? And they're like, I didn't mean offense. And we're like, we know. We're just being old. Don't mind us. It is interesting because I spend a lot of time in marinas because of living in the Valkyrie. And there's a lot of retired people in marinas in England. And it's interesting because it seems like the older people get, the more of a sense of humor they have. I think people just stop giving an F about stuff, which is, it's interesting. It's not that blondes have more fun, old people have more fun. Young people do not think that this is the way. But it is true. Might be why young people like go out and get drunk, because they have to like relax. Meanwhile, old people are relaxed. Not that I haven't gotten drunk with a lot of people in their 60s, and it is normally very fun. More from the bugs. Oh. Oh, it's this thing again. We did this in our other stream. The with Bambi. Sorry about that. We do want a reminder of those. I don't know. I haven't tried memeing at either the millennial or the Gen Zs. We're doing good with the dog training though. It's about time. Ha! She can't leave, so he finally... Do we have a... I was about to say nanny, a housekeeper in this place? I do think everybody likes memes though, especially if it's memes about Bernie Sanders. These are a few of my favorite memes. I'm not a boomer, that's my mom. You're factually wrong. That is a parody of something. I only remember bits and bobs of Menelaus and Boots. I think Menelaus is somebody's cats and somebody's cat, and Boots is one of those strays that lurk everywhere. Come on. Get your training in. Train the bounce. Oh. Don't train the bounce then, you little shit. Okay, LH, are you waking up on the wrong side of the cabin this morning? Like, I'm a grump. Look at this, we're flying through the... It's just been 100 days. She has all the sellable skills and none of these. She doesn't do magic, so she doesn't have logic. Because it's the stage that has the logic and to get magic coins. This is like a full-time job, and it's just dog training. Then again, everything in Sims 1 is a full-time job. It is very labor-intense. Just generally. Sims 1 is just generally a labor-intense thing. And what really gets me is, so if you take like new Sim players... Oh look, he's staying put. She, it's probably a she, is staying put much longer now. That's good. She might have even glitched in place. Oop, here is the first one. Will Wright, game designer. Will first thought of The Sims shortly after the original Sim City. It took this long for technology to catch up with Will's vision, a bit like the Star Wars dude. Because he had to start at the end because there wasn't enough tech. Well, the middle, I guess. He started in the middle, as you do. In the Max's offices, we have a mock-up design for the original idea of the Sims. Though the technology is far more advanced, the actual game does not vary much from this prototype. Will makes wicked Excel sheets and likes to zip around the Max's offices on a bright red electric scooter. That sounds hilarious and also vaguely obnoxious. Wicked Excel sheets, he sounds like a peril. Fun fact, Will purchased a couple of real pink flamingo lawn ornaments for the team, so we could properly model both the complex 3D shape of the birds and the physics and emotional algorithms needed for kicking them. That implies that he bought a bunch of them and they kicked them, doesn't it? Yeah, I think Niblin has... No, he hasn't glitched in place. I keep misgendering my dog. I misgendered a dog in real life the other day. She didn't mind. And I apologized for misgendering her, which the owners thought were hilarious. Which I would see why you would think that's hilarious. Gonna be fair. Did she just go and fall asleep on the carpet? Where even is the basket? There is too much. Oh, she nearly made it. Libertine, could you wake your dog? She is in a blind spot. I can't get to the dog to unsleep her. Do you know what I mean? Come on, unsleep your dog. Unsleep your dog. That sounds like she's been put down. Or something. The controversy. Yeah. I've already forgotten what I said, Michelle. Oh, for goodness sake, Niblim. She's fallen asleep in places that aren't her bed 3 times now. I don't think I can be cancelled. Like, I would have to be made more famous so that I could be cancelled. Misgendering dogs, oh yeah. Awful, awful stuff. Said dog was not at all offended. She just wanted pets. Come on, Niblim. Come here. Be a good street rat. Why am I calling my dog an insult made for Aladdin? I'm not certain. But we're getting there. Look, we're making progress. Oh, and now she won't stay unless I'm right next to her. You little... She is very high maintenance today. Burn a dog. Ah! So my main sim, Kaylee, accidentally killed the same dog that Ryan accidentally killed. And I tried to not save, but it was already saved because she was like doing something. I lost that grave when the lot glitched and I had to redo it. I missed that Buzz's grave. I am so sorry. Let's see. Kana Ryan, producer. Kana was the glue that held the Sims project together and moved things forward, rarely seen without a Diet Coke, trademark, in hand. Kana is also known as the team for her Saga of Kana, which was a test house she used to mark progress in the game and to find the remaining bugs. It is rumored that Kana gained her production skills testing IBM workstation software in a previous life. Fun fact, the wedding picture the Sims paint on the easel is her wedding picture. No, stop! What do I need to stop? I don't know what I did, Michelle. Do I need to do the cursing thing? Because I can do the cursing thing. I couldn't speak. I just unlearned English suddenly. We were speaking about attendance at work today, and we had the most moronic instructions. And I'm not blaming our second in command who was giving them to us. I blame the people who need these fucking instructions. So, I have worked a bunch of jobs where calling in on the same day is pretty much a no-no, like unless you're dying. And again, because I've been running like a full business, right? I've been that person. So if I don't come in, it's a big deal, and it is bad, and it is annoying, and it causes mayhem and mischief. I've literally come from the ER to work. I've stayed at work with a broken arm before, like, because that's the reality, right? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And so company policy, it depends a little bit on who's in charge of the group, but essentially half an hour to before the start of the day to half an hour after the start of the day, you have to ring in and say that you're sick if you're not coming to work. The other day there were 5 people on my team who they had to chase down because they didn't know what they were, where they were. And I mean, I know they lost me before, but that was not my fault. I wasn't actually lost. They just thought they lost me. I was exactly where I was meant to be. But a grown-ass man had to sit in front of other people who, okay, they're toddlers, but they're not actual toddlers. They're in their 20s. He had to sit and hold a serious conversation with these people about essentially how a phone works. I meanwhile is here like, huh? Because like, I definitely, if I have a bad enough fever, I become incoherent. So I will ring. I might not be speaking English anymore, that's what reminded me of this. You might get weird words in Swedish. But you will get the message. But like, this was a serious meeting. That should have been an email. Jeff Sharva, Development Director, came to us late in the project to lead the programmers to Alpha and Final. He inherited our somewhat brutal schedule as well as our notorious game database. Likes to assign bugs with a smile. Jeff and Claire worked together on another non-Maxis game together a long time ago, but would not let us print the title here for some reason. Fun fact, at E3 we showed off our first career suit, an astronaut suit. Shortly thereafter we stole Jeff from the SimMars team. By the end of the project we had also borrowed a programmer and 2 artists for SimMars. A little sim foreshadowing. Sim shadowing. Who is this person? Her name is just Blue. Okay. Michelle? Was that Michelle that we... Yeah, Michelle just sort of ditched us, probably because she was too sexy for this shortcut. Or just general too sexy to hang out with us. I am too sexy for this song. She might be over in a bit if she's not too sexy for this lawn. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. And I'm on the semi-late rotation, which means it is kind of hard to get home on time. I made it today, hopefully I will on Friday too, but it's not guaranteed. And if I don't make it home quite on time, I might just postpone Friday until 10, but I will keep you guys updated with posts. But yeah, no, it's been a bit of a... Definitely too sexy for the back of the shirt. Let's look at her. Like the haircut and the like, her navel is out and up there, and like, how good of a body do you need for that to work out? But she does have like a strap on the back there. Too sexy for the back of the shirt. Absolutely. And she brought us chocolate. So we do really love, well, both the Michelles, really. But yeah, we're also being lectured today for timings, like people are late, people are not where they should. And I was like, am I being lectured or am I just in the room? I wasn't quite sure. So I had to go. I went and literally asked, like, did this apply to me? And he was like, nah. Nah. Which, I mean, it applies to me, but I'm already capable of using a phone if I'm sick, and I do understand how a clock works. And I tend to be able to follow a schedule too. I mean, I shouldn't be mean. I have 15 years of experience on most of the team, so I should be finding it easier. Like, it's not... I shouldn't be mean to the kids. Still, the second in command was telling someone the other day, like, oh, I didn't expect you to come in, because they hadn't been in touch for like a week. They just disappeared. And she just came in and basically, like, he was like, you should be telling us where you are. And she's like, I've had a rough week. It's just like, ballsy. When you've done something at work you shouldn't be doing, and you're giving them chic. I mean, I have a shirt that literally says, adjust your expectations. So maybe I shouldn't be too cocky. Yoo-hoo! She gives away all her sweets, that's the trick. Oh yeah, that is probably her secret. That is a Why am I pointing with my hand? As if you can see it, I was pointing there. I am not silly at all. Somebody just walked past outside the Valkyrie. Is she... How did they walk there? I'm not sure what's going on. Charles London, art director. Anyway, that's a fancy-ass chair is what I was gonna say. Charles led an ever-growing art team that began with just him and grew to 3 artists, 3 animators, and a contracted company. He is responsible for designing and drawing the game's interface, as well as the whole look of The Sims. Charles is worshipped by some for his work on PC classics, such as Panzer General and Allied General. We love him because he brings us chocolate marble bread from his favourite deli. He brings chocolates like Michelle, and maybe he's also hot. I didn't realise I was doing that in the voice still. Fun fact, how many interfaces has The Sims had? Even we don't know, as we try to achieve both a graphically outstanding and functional interface. Many were tried. Each time a new feature was added, Charles had to redesign the interface. It is strangely comfortable to speak like this. Something is wrong with my sense of humor. Also, my foot hurts because I had to wear my substitute shoes the other day, and they are not comfy. One of my heels have healed with plasters on it, but the other one is not cooperating, and I am... everything hurts, people. Also, I have been feeling dizzy lately. I literally swooned like a week ago. It's been a rough year so far. Last year was also rough. It's just, things are rough. Let's blame the economy. It's not its fault, but I'm perfectly happy blaming it anyway. What was my point? There was something. So I've been feeling... Oh yeah, I've been feeling woozy. And the inevitable happened the other day. And I just fell in the Valkyrie. So I have the deepest possible bruise on my arm because I just... Yes, I have to work so hard, Michelle. It's logical. It's like when COVID was happening, and it's like, oh, the postal service is slow. It's probably COVID. Was it? No idea. But we were perfectly happy just blaming COVID. It was just COVID. COVID's fault. Was there any correlation? Probably not, but we're blaming it. But yeah, I had a tumble in the Valkyrie, and because, you know, climbing in and out of a boat, there is a fair amount of climbing involved with the Valkyrie. She's not super duper user friendly in that way. I mean, she is she is perfection, and I love her and I adore her to bits, but there is some climbing involved, which keeps me fit. Like, I'm doing yoga because I can't avoid it. It's perfect. I actually went for a run the other day, and I made it 2 miles, and I was like, I did not expect. I hadn't been on a run for like months, so I was like, I did not expect to make it 2 miles. Since when did I get this fit? What happened? Jamie, I read Doritos. Jamie Dorenbos, programmer. Besides writing the majority of the actual game code, James wrote the language that is used to code the objects in The Sims. This is a very racist accent, I'm sorry. Actually, it's bad enough that I don't think it's a real accent, so that's not racist. Because this tree code resides in the actual objects, and the Sims run the code from the objects. The game is incredibly expandable. This is why you can just drop objects into the game from the web or create them in Hammaster, like gamers. Ooh. Fun fact, James originally was the only tree programmer as well as the only game programmer. It took 4 object programmers to complete the object shipped with The Sims. Some of Jamie's original objects still exist in the game, such as the boot table and the fire. Sorry, this is getting increasingly stupid. But I don't think you watch my lives for lack of wanting stupid. You got a bruise on your knee on Sunday. You went to the bathtub. Ah! The bathroom door. Not how I thought that was gonna go, I'll be honest. I just fell out of the door on the vacuum. It smells of salt. I think the tide is in. And I was like, oh, that was Buzz. Buzz is alive in this world. Buzz is alive and adopted by Bambi, I think. Why is Buzz in there? Oh, we need to pay some bills. Are we like going back in money? Yeah, we are. We might need to make some gnomes. Sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry at all. Oh, is she not gonna put it down? That is incredibly unuser-friendly. Come on, stop making gnomes and train your dog. But we've done great progress. Like, we're 5/6 of the way done. We were barely halfway when we started this nonsense. Oh, where are the bugs? I wanna delete the bugs. My bugs. Oh, but we both need a nap before we... So my work son drove me to the bus yesterday because I was about to miss it, and anyway, we were short on time, so he had to drop me at like a red light. And we also had like my work husband in the car, and I jumped out super smoothly because I'm used to doing it. I'm actually really good at jumping out of semi-moving vehicles quickly and not being in the way. But the other guy who was going out, I was literally off the side of the road and going up to my bus by the time he had made it fully out of the car. It's like, you have to be quick for this part, my dude. Did you know? Patrick Bushner, Director of Marketing. Patrick is responsible for getting us all that early press. Or is it us all that early press, or us all that early press? Getting us all that... We need more punctuation here to see how it's going to be read. We were really impressed when he got The Sims in the US News and World Report. Little did we know that it was just the beginning of all the press we would get thanks to him. He was largely responsible for keeping the momentum and excitement going. Fun fact, Patrick can usually be found watching Will Wright demonstrate the game to various reporters and reviewers. You can tuck and roll out of a car, amazing. Not that fast moving. Oh, Michelle, your girlfriend's here. Oh, and so I have a crazy ass friend, right? And my crazy ass friend makes crazy ass definitions for things. And so she figures that I have a Gen Z work husband, and that the other millennial on the team, who is a dude, also has a Gen Z work husband. So she has decided that this person is my work mistress. Again, this is a man who's 5 years older than me. Oh no, we're each other's work mistresses, apparently. His girlfriend also works there. We should maybe not use that word in front of her. Wait, who? Who? What? I don't keep track of what I'm saying, Michelle. I'm sorry. At least you're the undisputed #1 in the chat today. Michelle's girlfriend. Oh, Michelle's girlfriend is Bogwitch. They are totally there snogging every time we go into the friend's house. Come on, train. We are going to have to get to the end of this at some point. I actually think we are going to make it to the end of this project at the end of today's live. I believe in us. I think Mogs is the one in the best outfit in Sims 2. She even has like a saber. And Emma in Sims 2 is wearing just a pink wedding gown. did you know Chris Trottier, associate producer? Chris has done a little of almost everything on The Sims, most notably heading the tuning team to get us from alpha to final. Though not exactly her job, she's also known as the best bug hunter in the game. I read hugger there, I really did. Very few people on the team know the entire game as well as she does. We call her the database goddess. This voice is actually really creepy. I'm creeping myself out. Fun fact, The Sims wasn't always the title. At various times the game was known as Project X, the Dollhouse Simulator, Tactical Domestic Simulator, and others. The meeting room for the Sims team at Maxis is called the Dollhouse. Yeah, that voice is completely haunted. It is impressive that I've managed to creep myself out, though. I'm slightly impressed with myself for that. What do you think, Michelle? Is it time to do the curse? Oh, we can't disturb our dog. She's eating. Oh no. Hopefully. No specific reason. Although one of my work daughters keeps stealing all my snacks lately. I might have to hide them. It's like, I need those snacks to feed the other children. Yeah, I mother everyone at work. Except for the fellow millennial, usually. Although he totally gentle parented me yesterday, so it evens out. Wait, do the curse in that haunted voice. Oh yeah. Skam över dig, skam över din familj. Skriv upp det här. Skam över dig, skam över din ko. You're right, Michelle, that was good. I'm way creepier for some reason. It's just like you've been in customer service too long. That's what that voice is. Come on, let me finish training you. My body is confused. That kind of sounds like it turned you on. I guess bodies can be confused for other reasons than that. It might be a British thing to associate those things together. Oh. Now my sim is yawning, now I feel like yawning. Oh no, we need to call Scary Brian. Let's see. Luke Bartlett, General Manager of Maxis. Luke believed in the game through its development and when even some of the team members questioned it. Luke built most of the early support for the game by establishing the Sims Neighborhood Watch. Luke is a card-carrying member of the Fancy Friend Shirt Society. Fun fact, Luke would stop by each team member's work area and ask what's new and cool each day. This one-on-one interaction made each team member feel important to the entire project. I don't know quite what that was, but it was quite fun. Do I know any of these people? Like, who was I gonna call? Oh, I was gonna call... I love how I was self-insightful when I made that family, and I was just like, no. You shouldn't do that? I did it, of course, but like, I knew I shouldn't have. Why is everything I do today creepy? Like, the creepiness factor of this live is sky high. And that was quite a good film. In sort of a... It was an absolutely awesome shit movie, that. Also the Robin Hood with Tim Minchin. Absolutely first-rate shit movie. Yeah, hug that, whatever he is. Bumpy Spun. Is that the actual Bambi or the... Because there's two. Oh no, that's the actual one. Yes, have a quick pee and meet your friend. She's just going out in that like skimpy red... Well, it's not that skimpy, but like... For walking outside, it's a slightly skimpy pajamas. I mean, she has got her whole midriff bare, and that lady was wearing a corset, so I guess it's just that kind of neighborhood.
It's a krond, the bottom one of one. Oh, it's down a lot. It goes down to one taking down, it's down. Who do?
Who do, indeed.
Oh, a Fred Matt don't cow. It's a blue.
Come on, let's... We have 2 more points to get in. Well, let's see. Patrick J. Barrett III, Object Programmer. I didn't mean to do that voice, it's just that voice made me do it. Like, that name made me do it. Object Programmer Patrick is responsible for the majority of the object programming, between Patrick pushing the tree programming to its limits and Jamie increasing the strength of the tree programming language. All the gameplay takes place. Patrick's first game was made in 1982, but he won't say how many years he's been in the industry. Fun fact, eating was a lonely experience in The Sims and used to look funny. Patrick was told that it was how it had to be with all the constraints of The Sims. And he wasn't listening to you, huh? He found this blatantly unacceptable and made it so that the Sims place their plates in front of them, pull in their chairs and can talk to each other while eating. The designers went crazy with this, using it as an example to make the interactions more rewarding. Why is there 2 dots? Like, I will accept 1 dot and 3 dots, but why is there 2? Why? Boopy doopy doo. Oh no. My dog is passed out in the yard. No! Skam över dig! Skam över din familj! Skriv upp det här. Skam över dig! Skam över din ko! I feel like that was the only reaction to that. There is way too much poop in my garden. Michelle. Skam över dig, skam över din familj. Skriv upp det här. Skam över dig, skam över din ko. And you say you don't like the curse. Clearly you want the curse. That's the only explanation of your behavior I can think of. I love how he said that, like, your behavior. I really thought you would place 2 smileys there. The snoring is so cursed. It's not that I hate dots, it's just, it's either 3 or 1. 2 dots is just sloppy. It's basically a typo. Eric Bubble Bauman, programmer. Eric was the graphics guru on The Sims. In charge of the graphical system programming, he made everything you see possible. Though maybe not the great programming achievement in code, one of his best effects is the fading roof on the neighborhood screen. The roofs fade away so you can see inside the houses. By the way, besides coding the fading roofs, he also came up with the idea. He's famous on the team for, wouldn't it be really neat if... Now what if I told you it is already done? Fun fact, people run up to him on the street and offer him wads of cash for his styling Datsun, whatever that is. 280Z. What is that? No idea. But we don't need to know that. Haha, mine. That is basically how she makes a living. Me just selling cockroaches. Imagine you could live on selling cockroaches. Actually, you can sell like crickets. Because people feed them to like their little lizards and things. We are almost at the point where we've done what we said we would. LH hates dots. I am a writer, I hate typos. Have a nap, and then we can finish training your dog. I think we're gonna manage to finish this project. Yeah, she is just living off selling cockroaches. Hehe. We are getting rich. Where was I? Yeah, this live is gonna end up being pretty much exactly an hour. And we're gonna get the dog all trained. And it's gonna be great fun. And we'll have lovely lives. Maybe. So I haven't had much time to write recently, but my characters still like visit me in my head. And some of the favorite character interactions I have in the Love Street Detective series is Bluebell, the sort of second main character and main character's younger twin. Bluebell mostly communicates in huffs, right? She just goes, quite a lot. Like, she's like a tiny, unholy, even scarier Geralt of Rivia. She's the bastard offspring in him and Alice Cullen. She's just a tiny, unholy terror. Did you know? Don Hopkins, programmer. Don wrote the animation engine in the game. His code is what makes The Sims look so lifelike when running hundreds of animations. Don also ported the editor for the tree programming from Mac to Windows. Fun fact. Sean said that Don reminded him of Santa Claus. Don has been known to dance horizontally on the floor with his shirt stuffed with hot air balloons. It is rumoured... Why did he do that? I need context. It is rumoured he used to work at Sun Microsystems on some super secret project. Anyway, Bluebell is... she's scary. And she kind of dates death. I mean, she dates many people. She is very polygamous. And the scarier of a monster you are, the more she fancies you, I think. Only like the good ethical monsters, but you get the idea. And not the Dukes of Darkness, which are the ultimate ethical monsters, simply because her mother got there first. So she's related to all of them. Because her dad is one. And look, we finished! Amazing. But the kind of interactions between Bluebell and Death, they are just patently hilarious every time. And every time they interact, because Death is really trying. Like, he's trying to be a good boyfriend. He's, showing her that he cares. He tries to hold a conversation. He tries so many things. And Bluebell is just there like, And he's like, I see you have ended up again in my domain. And she's like, I can't sense the magic of your father's line, but I guess I will soon. Well, there it is. It's like... He tells her at one point when she's not in his realm at that point because she's died. She's just headed down there for a booty call. Yes, you read that right. I mean, heard. You know what I mean. Is the dog passed out? Oh, it's the Santa Claus. I mean, the gnome. We use the same word for Santa and gnome in Swedish. It's just tomte. Which is a funny word. But at any rate. She's down there because she went to have a booty call with Death. And they're lying in his bed because they have had a booty call. And he is trying to... Yay, good doggy. Yeah! We've achieved our objective. And I will end the live in a moment, but I'm just finishing up my train of thought, which I'm babbling, so that might take a while, actually. But at any rate, they are in his bed. A very, stylish bed with a high headboard. That's why is it down there? There's a story. And he is talking at her, and she's just sort of non-committedly humming at him. And he eventually just looks at her and goes, humans refer to this part as pillow talk, I believe. Are you sure you're doing it right? I love those two. Absolutely amazing together. Wait, why is it giving me top messages? I want all the messages. I did. All the messages were displayed. It was just being extra. Let's see. One more. Did you know Trevor Perrin, object programmer? Trevor came to us near the end of the project. Without him, many of the last coded objects would have been cut from the game, such as the basketball court, sorry. He also adapted the installer to The Sims. Fun fact, some of his objects were reassigned to Patrick, so that Trevor could work on the installation. Instead, Trevor stayed until late at night to work on them. That was an even creepier voice. Remember to like the live, because liking the live is good for Pop-Tarts. Hello, Mama. And I think we have played 115 days today. LHS ASMR. That was just creepy, I feel. It was a very creepy voice. But this is where I'm going to end the live. and go to bed because I need to be at work early tomorrow. I hope you have enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you on Friday. I can see the startled hamster much better here. Oh, I hope it's not been lagging too badly. It was almost exactly an hour. ASMR for when you don't want to relax. Yes. Yep. Bye, Michelle. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll see you Friday, maybe closer to 10 than 9:30. Have a great rest of the week, and take care.